When you eat chocolate, you probably don't think of children our age and younger slaving away in cocoa fields just to bring us a delicious sugary treat. Tragically, this is the unacceptable reality that is the chocolate industry today. What are child chocolate farmers? 70% of the world's cocoa comes from cocoa fields in Ghana and the Ivory Coast in Western Africa. 1.8 million children work these cocoa fields. They are not given an education, and conditions are so bad that they must forage for the food they eat. These children are known as child chocolate farmers, and they are treated the worst forms of child labour, including trafficking and slavery. Needing to support their families because of intense poverty, child chocolate farmers seek work on cocoa farms with broken promises of good pay. Others are sold to human traffickers by desperate relatives. Others are abducted by traffickers from neighbouring countries such as Mali and Burkina Faso, and then sold into the slavery as child chocolate workers. Their days consist of endless hours of dangerous work climbing tall cacao trees with large, heavy machetes to cut down ripened fruit. Using the palm of their hand as a table, they must then use the machetes to open each individual fruit so they can extract the cacao or cocoa beans. Once the beans are extracted, the child chocolate workers lay them out to dry and then bag the dry cacao beans up in heavy sacks, then trundling them on their backs through the forest towards the cacao farm trucks. These child chocolate farmers are between 12 and 16 years old, but some are as young as 5. Which of the children's rights have been neglected? The rights of the child chocolate farmers working in the cocoa fields of Ghana and the Ivory Coast are so obviously neglected. The forcing of child slavery alone in the cocoa industry includes many human rights violations involving acts of physical violence against children. Their right to freedom is denied as they are locked in at night to prevent escapes. They are exposed to agricultural chemicals in the cocoa fields. No education is provided, and their safety is not guaranteed. Is slave-free chocolate possible? Slave-free chocolate is definitely possible. Within their $100 billion industry, chocolate companies have the power and the resources to end the use of child labor and slavery by paying cocoa farmers a living wage for their product. But they seem unwilling to do so. They are also being called upon to support programs that are trying to rescue and rehabilitate children who have been sold to cocoa farms. Sadly, to this day, they are reluctant to help. Well, how can we help? It is up to us, the chocolate eaters of the world, to demand slave-free chocolate. We need to ensure that the chocolate industry starts doing the right thing. The cocoa farms of Western Africa supply some of the biggest chocolate companies in the world, including Hershey's, Nestle, Cadbury's, and Mars. So the next time you buy some chocolate, make sure that it's fair trade certified, which is slave-free chocolate. Since I started researching this topic, my family only buys fair trade certified chocolate, such as Whittaker's Creamy Milk. So, is the chocolate you eat slave-free?